There was a time when businesses relied on brick-and-mortar establishments filled with highly trained employees to conduct daily business operations. Without the development of computers and technology, businesses relied on face-to-face communication, letters, or some other form of physical contact with other people. People would either have to meet somewhere on a predetermined date at a predetermined time, or wait days, possibly weeks, to receive a letter from someone else. It was not very long ago when AOL commercialized the most basic form of electronic communication, email. Even this required a desktop computer which couldn't be transported easily or carried with you anywhere you went. Mobile phones were still in their infancy only 13 years ago during the rise of iPhones and smartphones. They gave the user more communication tools through applications. These applications, or apps, fueled the era of software innovation. With apps that can now connect people across the globe who have similar goals or problem-solving agendas, the need for smaller or compact hardware naturally followed. Today I'm going to talk about how wearable computers will change and has changed the future of business. Wearable computers are still in their infancy in relation to how they are perceived and actually used in the business world. Most of us think of wearable computers as something as simple as AirPods or fitness trackers. These devices, however, are only recreations of technology we've had for a couple decades, such as wireless headphones, smartphones, and smartwatches. They may reduce the movement of taking the device out of our pocket or eliminate cords, but they have not increased in overall value. Some businesses have already taken the plunge of eliminating printers and going totally paperless due to these technologies. Many people are choosing to become independent and work from home due to the convenience of current wearables. We can even see a shift from traditional college careers to freelance individuals who make a living traveling the globe and posting videos on YouTube from remote places. On the other hand, wearable computers are taking leaps and bounds in the beta stages of development. Companies such as Loomis and Google are leading the revolution to eliminate smartphones by replacing them with glasses that project augmented reality onto a lens or prism. Similar companies, including Sixth Sense and Microsoft's Research Lab, are also attempting to project screens anywhere from walls to your hand. Other companies are taking the technology even further by incorporating the device directly on the human body. ComputerWorld.com mentions John Rogers, who developed silicone finger tubes that can assist surgeons in finding hidden tumors and injuries. Notice how these technologies do not simply reinvent the camera or smartphone, but bring new life and new innovations to business growth and development. Businesses rely on two things: feedback and innovation. Without feedback, businesses become stagnant or die due to the lack of innovation. Without feedback, the business can't determine whether or not their product is truly helping the customer or if it is just sitting idle in their homes. This includes negative feedback, the most vital impact to the innovation side of the company. When a company receives negative feedback, it pushes them towards new and improved product designs. According to this chart from eMarketer.com, roughly a quarter of US adults use wearable technology on a monthly basis. In the future, data sourced from this technology can be sent wirelessly via the internet to business and corporations, which utilize this data to modify their products or services. Rather than companies waiting for their customers to log into their Facebook account and post or comment days, weeks, or months after purchasing the product, this technology provides feedback in an instantaneous manner, therefore increasing innovation and product design more effectively. For example, ComputerWorld.com also wrote about Under Armour's E39 compression shirt that utilizes Zephyr's biomodule circular chest sensor that can measure the wearer's skin temperature. Under Armour can use this data to calculate whether or not the clothing is providing a comfortable experience for the customer. If the data reports most users experience excessive overheating, they can use this feedback to incorporate better breathing material into their compression shirts. In the future, companies won't be able to survive on abstract social media feedback for innovation progression. There is too much lag time between useful social media feedback and product development. The data from wearable computers can provide instant feedback to companies. Whoever utilizes this technology will determine who is on the cutting edge of product innovation and services. The business world is a highly competitive arena where corporations go head to head to develop the newest products and services. This requires the highest quality employees who can communicate effectively and efficiently when it matters most. We've seen how wearable computers increase the speed of feedback from customers, but it can also improve communication efficiency inside the workplace, both in the office or with an international branch in Tokyo. Less than 10 years ago, it was common to walk into corporate America and find rows of cubicles with businessmen and women communicating via email or the water cooler. Today, businessmen and women communicate virtually anywhere in the world using truly wireless earbuds, smartwatches, and fitness trackers. We are not held down by large desktop computers, Ethernet cables, or physical locations. On the contrary, business communications flow from one person to the next via telecommunication, instant messages, and video conferences. In the future, business meetings will be conducted on the train or in your car, wearing computers such as Google Glass or Six Senses augmented projector. These sunglasses and necklaces, like wearables, can help people to communicate anywhere in the world without being in the office. No longer will you need devices such as computers, laptops, and smartphones, because screens will be projected on the seat in front of you on the train or in a prism from your smart glass. Startups will no longer have to rely on WeWork office spaces in order to conduct business meetings. Meetings will take place in a coffee shop, at home, or even at the park. Business trips with the intent to meet face to face will be eliminated due to the fact that you can see the person sitting in front of you on a screen projected from your Sixth Sense augmented projector. This not only saves time and money, but forms relationships and connections that would typically take months or years to develop in traditional settings. Take a moment to imagine this scene with me. You wake up in the morning and go to your local subway to meet a client on the other side of town at a coffee shop. On the way to the coffee shop, you put on your Google glasses and order a couple cups of coffee so it's ready for you when you get there. Later, you open the Duo video chat on your Google glasses to start that morning's business meeting with your partner in Tokyo who's getting ready to present the client's new vacation home virtually. Your epidural electronics tattoo vibrates to notify an incoming call from your client who says she'll be a few minutes late. After receiving this phone call, you turn on your FluoraKit illuminator so that your clothes will adapt the best color relative to the atmosphere of the coffee shop and increase your confidence. After a brief introduction with your client, you project a video on the wall displaying a virtual walkthrough of the vacation home your partner designed earlier. After closing the deal with your client, your No Place Like Home GPS shoes give you directions that you downloaded last night how to get to the bar down the street to celebrate your success. In closing, I want to point out that we've already seen dramatic changes in business operations over the last 6 years from wearable computers. Nevertheless, the sky's the limit when it comes to changes in the business world as wearable computers move from physical devices to components embedded on our bodies. For now, we can assume that this technology will continue to increase productivity for feedback and innovation in businesses around the world. My name is Benjamin Santana. Thank you for listening. Bye.